What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris back with a brand new video. And I have wanted to make this video for a little bit, but I've been sick for the past couple weeks, and I haven't been able to really have the energy or the time to really make the video. But I'm better now, which is good. But other than that, just was actually it was good to have the time away so I could get this together and do what I wanted to do, which is get together my top books for 2021. I was thinking about it, and I've kind of compiled the list together of a bunch of different books that I want to try to get. I don't think I'm going to get them all, just because there's a pretty decent amount of books, and some of them are kind of pricey. But you know what? I was kind of just going over it, just thinking about it, and really, what kind of this list is comprised of is just books that I think, in certain cases, it's probably good to grab now, just because I feel like some of these, not all of them, some of them are going to end up getting to the point where they're going to get pricey and out of reach. So I wanted to try to see if I can take a shot and get some of them before they get to the point where it's just like, well, you missed out. So let's look at this list. And like I said, it's a pretty significant list. Decent amount of books on here, but definitely some attainable. Some of them might take a little bit more doing than others, but some of them too, it's just like I'm just kind of looking at it, and I know in my area, what makes some of these tough is that I don't have any shops that get these books really. But here we go. So here's the list, and I had to make it smaller because of the fact that there's a lot of different stuff on here. So starting from the top, we have Spawn, #1 newsstand. This is one that's attainable. Is one that it's gotten popular in the past couple of I don't know, months, or at least the last year or so. It's kind of seen an uptick, so I'm going to try to get me one of those. Then we have Marvel Premiere #1, which is the first solo Warlock title or story, you could say. So #1 and #2. One is the pricier of the two. #2 is definitely affordable. Then we have Marvel Spotlight #2. That's the first appearance of Werewolf by Night. Definitely want to try to get that. Marvel Spotlight 32, the first Spider-Woman. That one has seen some pretty decent growth. Next, you have Luke Cage #48. So that's the first meeting between Luke Cage and Iron Fist. So a good one to get. Now we get to one that's probably not. It's going to be tough to try to get this, which is Silver Surfer #4 from the original run. Between that and #1, those are the two most expensive ones. So I'm going to try my best. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Then we have Silver Surfer #14, which has seen a little bit of an uptick, which is the cover with Spider-Man. So definitely one I want to get. Marvel Team Up #65 is the first U.S. Or the first appearance of Captain Britain in U.S. comics. So I want to definitely grab that. Then we have Iron Man #1, which is a book that I would like to try to get. I think that this one is kind of on the verge of being. I think that it might get to a point where it's too expensive, but I think I can make it. I think I can try to pick that up at some point this year. We'll see. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man 121, which is the death of Gwen Stacy. That one has kind of gotten pricey. Then 122, I think, is Death of Green Goblin. So definitely two I want to get. And then the next one has definitely shot up a lot, and is kind of one that I think is going to be within the next, I would say, next 5 or 6 years, it's going to end up being, for me at least, too expensive to try to get, which is Amazing Spider-Man 50. That's the first Kingpin. Then we have Thor 165, which is the Warlock, it's him issue with Thor where he battles him, and then 166, continuation of that story. Then also number 168, which is an Origin of Galactus story. So definitely 3 books I want to try to get. Next we have Hulk #177, which is where Hulk battles with Warlock. And then number 178, which is continuation of that story. Next we have X-Men #50, the first Polaris. So I have 49. I would like to get 50. And I think that maybe heat has died down off of that, just because everybody was really big into that, because I think it was like Legion, something. I think it was the Legion story, um, um, that made it kind of jump up a lot. Next we have X-Men number 56, which is I think the first Neil Adams work on X-Men, so definitely a good one to have. Then you have X-Men number 60, which is the first Sauron. X-Men 61, second Sauron. Those have definitely seen an uptick in popularity. Um, then we have X-Men number 99, X-Men 102, and X-Men 103. So I would love to get 100. I'm sorry, I would love to get 101, the first Phoenix. I That's gonna be on one of the outliers to see if I can probably get it. Depends on how this list is going. Um, and then we have it's a Marvel graphic novel. I think it's number 5, which is God Love Man's Kills. Very good X-Men storyline. You want to get the first print of that. Follow that with the Moon Knight Stephen Platt run. So that's I don't even know if it's like, I think it's probably volume 4 or something stupid like with Moon Knight, be either volume 3 or 4. But everybody should know those Stephen Platt covers. They're the really detailed, crazy ones, and those can command a pretty good price. So I already have number 59. So I need to get 55, 56, 57, 58, and 60 for those. So it's 5 books that I need to get, total that will go ahead and complete that. And then last but not least, at least on this list, and this list might get updated. It might get updated, or there might be other things that I maybe pick up in lieu of, or whatever. But the last one is Hulk number 141, which is the first appearance of Doc Samson. I'm not picking it up for any kind of spec. I just really like that cover, and I think it's a really cool issue to have. So that's my list for 2021. Some of those are very expensive. Some of them, just in general, they're expensive. And what I think may potentially help me get those books is the fact that they're not, and well, I should say, what may potentially help me get some money for those is that. Oh, good, very good. Yeah. Well, that's not good. You don't want to have. People shouldn't be swallowing pennies. That's bad.
And he was really sick.
Yeah, well, that's why you don't swallow pennies.
And he swallowed it, and it was in his throat, and it was inside his throat, and like a magnet stick together, and boom, right in like a stick in a magnet.
Oh, okay.
And he swallowed it.
All right. Wow. Well, I hope he's okay.
I know. Then he was better.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. All right. So, I get the story of a magnet in the throat, or a penny. Someone she knows swallowed a penny. I have no idea, but it's always good when the little one checks in. But like I was saying, some of those I think I may be able to save up for and grab, because I know there's been advertisements for Comic Cons. I don't think they're gonna happen. I know of one small show that may happen, a little bit, into the year, and that's gonna be a small convention, which is the Little Giant Comic Con, and so that is the only one I think has the potential to actually run, just because it's a smaller show to begin with. But I know Fan Expo Boston is trying to sell tickets, and they did their early bird pricing around Christmas, but I just can't see it happening. Unless something, unless there's a big shift in everything that's going on, I don't think they're gonna happen. So that's one thing that might help. Having conventions actually happen might help. To try to get things, try to get yourself, try to get me into some spots where there are some, bigger books and better books. But yeah, I would say on this list, the toughest books are going to be Silver Surfer 4, Spider-Man 50, 121, Thor 165 and maybe 66. The let's see, and I think Marvel Premiere #1 and Marvel Spotlight 2. I think those ones are going to be really tough, and I think that those ones I may have to make a choice on as to which one it is. Choose one or the other or whatever, or maybe forego one or two of those. But in general, I'm going to do my best to try to see if I can get it, and if I do, good. It'll be a good year for me. But we'll see. We'll see. Slow and steady wins the race. So, just want to thank everybody for watching. Again, no books to show in this one, so a little bit boring, but got my list. So, I don't know if anybody can help me out with any leads on some of this stuff. Let me know. Other than that, that's been Boston Chris. I'm out. Have a great night, and everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good week. See ya.